guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Lust Shards, Aiden's Path. So, y'all, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. Alright. Of course. Tacos! Good choice. Alright. And pasta! I wouldn't mind slipping on some spaghetti and munching on a meatball. Pasta it is. And what's the other one? Tiger. Are you on the menu? Aiden is taken by surprise. Can't blame him. I surprised myself with this boldness. That's exclusive for the dinner menu. Heh. You know, I'm glad you have a sense of humor. But also brains, unlike some other cat I won't name. Yes, that's me, the jokester. Heh. I'll go get us something. More like the fool. Might as well be. But just you wait, I'll win him over. Aiden comes back with the food a minute later. I'm scouting for empty seats, but no luck. Looks like we'll be eating standing up. Not if I can help it. He grabs my free hand and drags me along. I know a spot. Come. Oh, I guess I don't have a choice here. I'll follow my leader. Or vice leader. We walk past other people at a rapid pace. My hand is touching Aiden's fingers, his big and soft fingers. Or touching might not be the right word. Better said, his hand holds mine roughly, making sure I can't let go. Oh, that's pretty. He takes me up a hill right outside the Academy's gates, with the view of the ocean and the beach right in front of us. This is still considered Academy grounds, in case you were wondering. Is being out prohibited? Not necessarily, but it is dangerous. Nightfallen are attracted by the Academy's magic. Aiden slowly lets go of my hand while we're talking. But I came through the woods, all the way from the roadside. Haven't seen any... Did you not get here on the main path? It's accessible by car. Is the forest path not the only path? Aiden starts chuckling while covering his mouth. What's so funny? I'm sorry, just... He starts full-on laughing. I can't help but laugh along. His big teeth on full display for the first time I met him. That sound is contagious. I sit down on the grass in front of Aiden. What? Did you really? Really not... I seriously had no idea. I can just imagine a night falling having its way with you. What a first day that would have been for you. That didn't happen, did it? No night falling for me, but I did find Tate on the way. Oh, that's worse. At least a night falling will offer you a good time. I did fall in a 20-foot deep hole he made. Oh, right. You did mention it before. I'll murder him. Did I say his? I meant, a random hole, and he was the one who got me out, so... Hooray, Tate! I suppose that cat has his uses. Sometimes. Hey, what's this? He reaches out his hand in a dimensional pocket, taking out some soda drinks one by one. Thirsty? Always. We sit down underneath the tree on the hill, facing the never-ending ocean. Truly beautiful. So tell me more of your little misadventures. You asked for it. Here's my entire life story. I tell Aiden about some of the incidents from my previous schools, and how I got into the academy in the first place. And then what? I explain a bit about how my powers are not very reliable, and I need a whole lot of energy and magic to cast spells. Even if I'm mostly talking from what I've learned online, not from experience. He seems very invested in my words, not looking away for a second. I stop talking after a while. After all, I want to know things about him too. About me? Let's see. You know my position, my personality. That one's still a mystery. What about your powers? Haven't seen you in action yet. Right, I should let you know, considering tomorrow we're doing team battles. And obviously we're partners. Partners, of course. I want nothing more. Smooth. Wait, but I just told you I might be useless in battle. Another reason to have you by my side. I won't let anyone touch you. Besides, the key word is might. You might be awesome. So about my powers. I have an affinity for any illusion magic and light manipulation. All smoke and mirrors, if you may. I can go invisible, blind my opponents, cancel their own magic, etc. It doesn't sound like much, but everyone changes their mind when their magic is unavailable and all their senses are taken from them in the blink of an eye. That sounds scary. Thanks for acknowledging it. I'll make sure to put on a show for you tomorrow in the arena. Now let's see. Continuing the questionnaire. You know my father as well. What? I don't think I had the pleasure. But you saw him, didn't you? I'm trying to imagine the last time I saw a handsome tiger. I could resemble the father of this magnificent specimen. Nothing comes up. Actually, I don't think so. Huh. I thought Hema gave it away before. In fact, I thought you knew even earlier than that. I'm glad my father was not the reason you decided to spend time with me. I'm very confused. Why would that matter? And what did Hema say again? Kiraman. They called me Kiraman. Huh? Kiraman. But isn't that the headmaster's name too? That one is the unfortunate soul to have me as a son. Or at least that's what he says nowadays. Is he, gay? Adoptive. Yes, obviously. For both things. Addressing the elephant in the room, not to sound disrespectful, but why is he the new headmaster? Didn't someone else get elected last year after the old headmaster retired? All I know is that my father has been complaining about how this academy is functioning for years, especially once I got in. The guy who won the election kind of disappeared. I'm not going to point fingers here. Whatever strings my father pulled to become headmaster, he did it successfully. It's not my business, really. Besides, we haven't been getting along lately. And by lately, I mean the past 3 years. Why's that? It wasn't my big dream to become a hunter, unlike most people here. That's all I'll say. Enough about that, Boomer. Next topic. Let's see. What do you like to do for fun? Fun? Who has time for that around here? Aren't we having fun now? Aiden looks into the distance for a second and smiles. Yes. Yes, we are. I actually like to play the guitar sometimes. Huh. You might have seen one in my dorm. I couldn't miss it. It was so polished it was blinding me the whole time. I would love to hear you play sometime. Heh. I never had an audience before. But fine, just this once. Concert time! He reaches once again into his dimensional pocket. This time it takes him a little longer to find it. But eventually he gets it out. It's bigger than I remembered. Just don't laugh. It's been a while. I can't laugh when I never even touched one before. I give him a nod of encouragement. He nods back with a smile. Oh, that's beautiful. Aiden gets in position, places his fingers on the cords, looking somewhat nervous. There is no amplifier or even a belt to strap it on. It would be raw electric guitar experience. And so it begins. It took me by a little by surprise. I was expecting to hear rock or even death metal, but when he started to carefully caress the strings, a calming, beautiful melody came out, slightly fast-paced, enforced by the echo of the empty hill. It reminded me of a love song. After a while, the sounds began to sound louder, more confident. Aiden appeared to lose himself more and more into the notes, and I losing myself in memories. My eyes were trying to focus on his masterful fingers, but my mind was desperately trying to escape reality, to get to the place and time the song was taking me. It conveyed the exact feelings I had today, the happiness of starting my new life at the academy, the dread of not knowing if this life will last long, and the weird emotions that started to flutter in my stomach since we got to this hill. It made me realize just how much I have to learn, what a long journey still awaits me. Aiden's eyes are closed the whole time. He must feel the music running through. Particles of light dance around him. He's channeling magic unconsciously. Light manipulation. I took a new position on my belly, holding my head with my arms. 1 second, y'all. Water time. Let me give me that water, boy. There we go. Okay. That coconut water will suffice. Alrighty. Looking at him with adoring eyes. Even the wind seemed to stop once the music started. I'm obsessed by how in love Aiden looked while playing. Maybe it's just such deep passion. Or maybe it's because he finally has someone to perform for. But either way, I can feel it as something personal to him. So he has my utmost respect. Hours pass by, maybe days or years. I do not care. Me and Aiden are living in the moment. Unfortunately, every good moment ends at some point. And that moment was when Aiden's fingers started to cramp. Biology ruined our magic moment. So, how was it? You're amazing! I suppose if you say that through tears, that means I should either believe you, or it was just that bad. The former. I get closer to Aiden and dare to hug him. We're becoming more and more affectionate, so for the first time, Aiden wasn't even surprised, or not too surprised at least. He didn't push me away or flinch, but he wrapped his arms around me. I didn't even notice when the sky caught flame and the grass turned golden. We watched the sunset and gossiped for a while longer, while munching on a bag of pistachios. Somehow we started talking about the people we would do. Is that a good idea considering he's the person I try to do at the moment? No. Yes. Well, no. But what am I supposed to do? Confess? Okay, Hema. That one bites with no warning. Kinky. You'd think that, but it's really not. Besides, I like living too much to approach them. What about Marina? That would never happen. Her standards are over the roof. But if somehow a miracle is performed, then yes. Dallon's vice? Chelsea? Dallon is way too protective over her, so I'd rather not. Tate? Huh. Not in a million years. Really? I might be exaggerating there, but he's too annoying, so no. Also, slut alert. It's another assumption of mine. Didn't catch him in the act yet, but someone like him must have a lot of guys in his bed. Huh. Thinking often about Tate's assumed partners? That just sounds like a little bit like jealousy. Don't be foolish. There are a million furs better than that idiot. Oh yeah? Name one fast, the top of your head. You. That's cute. Or anyone else, really. Whatever. Which one's next? Alright, Dallon. Sure. Really? He's alright. A little dumb for my taste, but he works. You have to admit he's generically attractive, plus muscular and well-defined. Do not tell him I said that. About the dumb part, or that you do him? About both, please. My lips are sealed. Last one. Monty. Ugh! You don't even know who that is, do you? Nope, but Hema did mention something. Can I be honest? Of course. I'd rather bang anyone previously mentioned in front of the entire academy than let Monty come in a 20-meter radius of me. Noted. Hey, that includes you. Don't you feel so good to be just a little bit better than what I presume is a sexual predator? Ignored. After our little game was over and we promised that the results will never spill out, we decided to head back before it gets dark. By the time our lunchtime was over, dinner was approaching. This time, Aiden's stomach was the one begging for food. Sweet, not a lot of people around. Maybe this time we'll actually get to sit down. You do need to experience the old sticky chairs to know what academy life is like. As we get closer, we notice that the line is way smaller than the afternoon. Dinner doesn't have a set time around here, so first come and go from 6 to 9. Hey! Hey! Aiden groans at the sound of the new voice. Hey, Travis. 1 second, y'all. Water time. Alrighty. Hey, Travis. Guess who got out of detention early? This time, Tate looks like usual, while Dallon might fall over any second. Not true. I just didn't have the means to get him back. I've been chasing him for an hour. He found an open window and jumped. Your attempts of concealing me are futile, old man. I come closer to Dallon and let him lean on my shoulder. He's heavy, but I managed to get him to an empty seat. That sounds like an extension of his detention to me. Oh, Aiden, you're hilarious. Ever thought of becoming a comedian? It's not a joke. There you go again. Classic. Aiden looked like he was getting ready to punch a cat, so I decided to grab his arm and calm him. If we're all here, why not start dinner? I wonder what the menu is for the evening. Yeah, let's do it. Dinner's usually pretty awesome around here. Even if there are a bunch of restaurants around, students usually stick to the cafeteria. We catch an empty table beside the window. Me, Aiden, and Tate grab some trails and get in line. Dallon hits his head on the table. You go ahead, guys. I'll keep this spot for you. You want us to bring you anything? No, I don't feel like eating. Or maybe just some water, if it's not too much of a bother. And maybe a salad. Oh, actually, they have fresh lobster today. I won't be mad if you brought 2 of those here. Okay, coming right? And maybe some of that curry Miss Dunstry makes, with rice. And obviously today's special, whatever that is. You don't want to miss on that, ever. Is that all? Yeah, I don't want to make you carry too much. It's fine. In that case, would you get a steak too? Medium rare, please. Thanks again, you're the best. Jeez, he eats a ton. He then slams his head on the table and proceeds to lightly snore. I get in line with 2 trays. I get myself almost everything Dallon described as well, but in way smaller portions. Aiden sees me struggling and tries to help me carry one of the trays, but Tate gets to me first and makes all 3 of our trays levitate behind us. A certain tiger did not like that. We get back to the table. Dallon wakes up from his little nap and immediately starts eating. Today's special was a rice bowl of pho, very light, perfect to complement our menu. As we sit down to eat, I realize I haven't yet told the other 2 I chose a shard already. By the way, did I tell you that I joined a shard? What? You missed that part. Which one did you choose? The Slayer's shard. I thought it suits me best. Puh. Yeah, right. More like you want some tiger cock. Tate gets karate chopped in the head for the second day in a row, but this time he managed to not pass out. So he just remained quiet, sulking in his seat. I think it's wonderful he decided so fast. Hopefully it works out. Thanks, I hope so too. Aiden, in the meantime, is eating his food silently. I think this is a good time to have a personal talk with each of these three. Or at least the ones I already have a good connection with so far. In public? In front of the other two? Yep. I do not think you know the definition of personal, but go ahead. So, Tate, how come you know so much about the Academy? Aren't you a first year like me? This is my first year studying here, but I lived here for 3 years. You mean you bothered everyone in this establishment for 3 years? Ignore the striped one. Sorry, but that's all I'll say for now. You understand, right? Yeah, totally, I understand. Aiden looks a little distressed. His legs are shaking beneath the table. Hey, are you okay? Fine. Yeah, there's something up with Aiden. He keeps disappearing for weird reasons. I mean, yes, I am okay. Was there anything else? Well, I just had a question. Shoot ahead. I just wanted to know, how come you have so much free time and still manage to do all your work? Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks, or tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!